Well, hello everyone, and it is your humble host Mike Mo here, and it is time for another episode here at Massachusetts Central Radio. It is Friday the 18th, 2019, here for episode 17, and well, another week in the books, folks, and I have a episode tonight, a special, well, not a special one, but I just have an episode as usual. So it's come to my attention that that I kind of needed to kind of write up my thoughts a little bit before I shot one of these. So yes, everybody, it is Friday the 19th. It is Friday the 18th. Here for another week in the books. I hope you guys enjoyed your week. I certainly did with some interesting days. Well, having Wednesday off, working today and yesterday, and having the cookout for my aunt, from my aunts and uncle's house for my grandfather, and tribute to my grandfather. So that'd be interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed your week. The way this is going to go is I'm going to script out my thoughts, and I'm not going to just throw everything out willy-nilly. I have to give it a framework because it's a little different from an open-ended mindset. So I do have to do this to make some changes because I do have to put some restrictions in, but it'll come through what I thought, and I had to do this while I was and I had to do this while while I was working on break today. I had to think, what am I going to talk about, and everything else. So work. I won't talk about work, but work was good today because everything just fell into place and everything else. So I thought I'd put it together a fun episode. My first topic of the day is the Nationals. So for those of you who follow sports, or those of you who follow the news loosely, you guys will know that the Nationals have made it to the World Series for the first time in their career. In their franchise history ever. And it's an exciting thing because the Nationals have been around for a little while now, and a lot of people were wondering when they were going to break into. I mean, they've been in the playoffs, but they haven't broken into the World Series because either the teams let them down or something's broken on them, and it's kind of interesting depending on how long they've been in the league, how many good people they've had. I mean, they've had Bryce Harper, they've had Steven Strasburg, but they've never really had a team that's really chugged along well enough, and they're going to be going up against whoever wins the Yankee-Astros series, and I'm rooting for the Astros to beat the Yankees because I'm a Red Sox fan, and I just want to root for the team that beats the Yankees. No disrespect to the Yankees, but I just want the Astros to win it, so it'll be a mid. So if they do win, it'll be an East Coast Midwest style series. Congratulations to the Nationals for their achievement. I definitely think they were an underdog, so we're an underdog. Not too many people thought they'd do anything this year. A lot of people said, they might have a chance if they get into the playoffs, and they have a decent team, and they have. So congratulations to the Nationals. I'm pretty sure all the hard work has paid off, and things are going to go well for them. Hopefully, they will have a decent experience because their first World Series cannot be easy, especially if it's the first in franchise history. But I'm pretty sure, being from the nation's capital, I'm pretty sure that they will figure out. I'm pretty sure that they'll figure out how to do all this and figure out how to win. Figure out how to win the championship if they can. But the Astros are going to be a tough team, so the Astros could be a tough team. The Yankees could be a tough team, but we'll wait and see how that swings out. So yes. So I also wanted to say that before I delve into, I'm gonna shout out the next two. Actually, I'll just keep on the subject of baseball. So it stinks that the Red Sox aren't in it, but you can't win it every year, and this is really how life works. All right, next topic. So, as you guys are looking on my face, I'm growing a mustache. I've actually decided to grow this out, actually, because I wanted to see just what it looks like when it's all good and when it's all full and when it's all good and when it's all well done. So I don't have to obviously find out ways to maintain it. A lot of people commented it at work. A lot of people noticed growing the stash out. So it'll be interesting to see how people react to me as it grows. You guys have seen me in past vlogs. I did not shave in my past vlogs, but this, when I was card attendant, I barely shaved or anything, but I would shave once in a while. But I'm deciding to grow this out and trying to see how it goes. I wonder how everybody else is going to react to it. So see how long it's going to run, and I'm going to obviously maintain it so it doesn't get too wild, but it'd be interesting. Second of all, I'm going to get a new coat because my burgundy coat is getting ratty on the flanges. It's getting nasty. It has served its purpose for about a year and a half, and I think it needs to go. So I've had that since May of 2018. It's been about a year and a half now because now it's December. I'm pretty sure, since it's now not October, it's been about 5 months now, so it's almost half the year. It's almost half a year old, so about a year and a half. So I'm going to ditch that and obviously wear a white and burgundy one. I'm obviously going to have to keep it open to show the shirt and everything else. So just a new look and everything. And I'm going to get a pocket watch maybe tomorrow on Monday. So I'll be able to have the whole preppy look again and not have everything all done up. So that'll be interesting. To say the least. And as I said, I'll still be featuring red, so I'm not going to get in trouble and everything else. So yeah, we'll show you that jacket and that watch when it comes in. Hopefully it will be good to watch and look at, because I'm definitely looking forward to that part of the new look here in late 2019. And I also have another announcement to make. So I said that I would do a mental health episode, and since I am in the mental health field, since I am in psychology, I will weigh in on the stream but I will tell you my personal experiences. Now, I'm not talking about, now this one is going to be, I have experiences with friends in another part, but I don't know when that's going to be, because I'm going to have to ask consent from Tom, Megan, April, and everything else, because I don't know if April views this vlog, and I don't know, and I know Tom views this, and I know Megan views it, but I'm going to have to ask permission for this, for all this, but it may just be a one-parter, or it just may be a standalone episode about my personal experiences with how I dealt with it and everything. But depending on how the first part goes, I might release a second part, but personally I may not, we'll see. But technically I will shoot some episode of my personal experiences, dealing with having a learning difference, being social anxiety and all that other stuff. I will tackle that in an episode. I don't know when. I will give you guys an update via a normal update video that'll be like a minute and a half long, maybe 2 minutes long. So I'm obviously going to do that. Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, I'm just going to do a one part. I'm not going to do a second part with my friends because I've already delved into that. So I'm going to do a one part with my personal experiences and how I dealt with it. So I just vetoed the second part right there. So, and everything else. So I will give you guys an air date. It's probably going to be in the next 2 weeks. I will tell you guys via a video whether that's going to be. It might be late October, early November. We'll see how things play out right now. But I'm definitely going to do one part, and it's going to be my personal experiences. Now, I'm not trying to gain all the focus on me, but I'm going to tell you guys my experiences of how I dealt with learning disability in school, in life, how it affected me, socializing and stuff, and and just how I feel it is and what I use to gain that strength back and that confidence back and everything. And I'll just try to, and if Thomas is watching, I'm gonna ask if any consent for any details, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna need that in the least bit. I'm pretty sure that if it's going to be personal, then it's going to be me, so I don't need any consent. So I'll tell you guys how I dealt with it, how I felt, how things felt to me, and how, just how my world was back then, and everything else. So it's an interesting topic. I will have to plan this out because this is not something that I can obviously say off the cuff, because I got to get this right, because I am in the mental health community and I'm in the psychological community, so I do actually have to sound very professional, and I don't want to leave any error for those who are trying to use this as as a platform to kind of show out their personal experiences. And everything else. The next topic, I notice a lot lately. Now, I know it's a lot for entertainment, and I know it's supposed to be funny, but there are some TV shows that I think we can all agree are pointless and or boring. I will tell you guys right off the bat, one of the most boring TV shows ever, some of the most boring TV ever has to be, it's not exciting, or it's very pointless. Modern animated cartoons. I actually tortured myself, not in that way, people. I actually tortured myself to sit down and watch some TV shows one day that I was on vacation a couple months ago. And I actually watched a bunch of TV shows that were aimed at younger kids, and on Cartoon Network. While have TV shows taken a step back, I have to say some of the stuff. I mean, I was watching some of the shows, and I'm like, I know some of the stuff that we watched on Cartoon Fridays was pointless, but at least it was funny and it was entertaining, and we actually might have learned something. I remember watching the Animaniacs. You actually do learn something from those and everything. Well, I remember the naming the 50 states and all their capitals one time. That was always an interesting one. And then there was Arthur, which was about reading and solving problems and all the other stuff. And then when the world is compensated, you do learn geography. But the shows these days are horrible. You have to really look elsewhere or for good, because some of the things they do, some of these TV shows is absolutely just ridiculous. Like, some of the logic really, really hurts. I mean, they teach kids to do some of the most absurd things, and that's the reason why a lot of people get in trouble. Because, and they usually blame, oh, the TV show did this. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, same argument that I hear about Hollywood. Oh, the people in Hollywood did this. I'm like, yeah, they were totally different. And unless the myths and all those things are busted, then I just say it's Hollywood for me. I mean, I will say this: I was just watching Hollywood Guns and stuff, and they actually had to debunk whether from the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, whether Clint's rifles could have snapped the rope that was holding Tuco's nooses. They actually ended up being wrong because the braiding of the 3/4 inch thick rope was actually not was actually strong enough to it was strong enough to the bolts were strong enough to shred some of the rope and just untie it or damage it, but not break it. And everything, I like TV shows that are backed by science and that are actually have a use for them, and I kind of miss those shows. Yeah, a lot of them like Adventure Time and a lot of those other shows. They're like, really, do we really need to be teaching our kids this? And they do some really stupid stuff. I mean, I know it's for imagination, and things have to be and things have to be softer, but I'm pretty sure Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, and all the other, like Cow and Chicken was horrible. I hated that show completely. I never liked Cow and Chicken. Just anybody liked it back in the day, sue me, because I hated it. And I don't like reality TV. Holy moly, I hate reality TV. It is dramatized. I know it's supposed to be for entertainment, but it's dramatized. Everybody has to get a life. I don't like watching Bridezilla's Keeping Up with the Kardashians and any of those shows where they act like they don't know what they're doing, and these people make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they act like that. Especially the Kardashians that have boatloads of cash. They sit there and they tell the world all their problems, which, if I had that much cash, I'd pretty much keep myself private, because you're in the public eye anyway, so why not? It makes for some good entertainment to watch them act like complete asses to themselves, and they do. They act like complete asses themselves, and they don't need to do it. Like, we need to know what your family problems are and some of the family problems aren't even relatable to what we have in real life. Like, some of the family problems they have of some of them are really bad. I don't even like them, and everybody's like, oh, so it's supposed to show us how the rich people live, well, I don't want to know that bit. Well, I don't want to know what Kim Kardashian is thinking or doing, because she can have her life, I can have mine. Would I trade my life for hers and money? No, because I don't want to live that kind of life, because I like the life I live anyway, and I like to live within my means. I will just say this, no offense to any of the families who do these shows. You guys, they're plenty rich, I understand. But you don't need to air all this on TV. Just stop. Just stop, really. If you guys don't want criticism in tabloids, just stop. Just stop. I mean, 20 years ago, I know Duck Dynasty does it, but it's all and I know it's all scripted with that and everything, but and I know Keeping Up with the Kardashians or the Kardashians is scripted too. I know this is all scripted for drama. Don't worry, I understand that, but I don't think you can script drama, real life drama. Can you? I just don't think that's the way to do. That's the way to go. Um, I mean, they're smart for doing that, and they're raking in millions of dollars, but. And obviously, I give them kudos to that, but I think it's just pointless. There's other ways to make money and stuff, and there's other ways to make cash. Um, so it's just one of those things. Um, I'm also not a big fan of the shows where, um, like I'm not a fan of the Bachelorette type ones. Those are all hooey. All the emotions are faked, and all those things are done for drama and the screen and everything, and it's just pointless. Because I'm about to tell you this right now, romance cannot be scripted and it cannot be planned out or anything. It's just a bunch of hooey. That does not really happen in a relationship, and the girl doesn't always choose you because of just one little thing. Hate to smash it for everybody, but it takes more than that to win over a girl's heart. Wink, wink. Just a couple of challenges don't do this. So, and I'm pretty sure if you guys watch the episode of um, a Family Guy where Brian's on The Bachelorette, he actually they actually kind of parodied that a little bit, and they actually touch upon just how screwed up it is. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of TV. I mean, I'll watch. I'll watch it for. I'll tell you what I watch TV for. I watch TV for the acting, the story, and the overall plot. But I'm not really meant to take it seriously. It's just one of those funny things that you just watch, just pass the time. And it's good for imagination, but I think they can do a little bit better with that imagination and everything. So I just think that's the way how it is, and that's how I feel. But it is a business. People have to make money, so obviously give them. I do give them credit for actually doing this and actually taking the time out of their lives to produce these episodes. But I just think you can make money in a better way, to be honest. And some of these shows are really, really bad, and I don't like them half the time. But it's maybe because I've moved on and I've matured a little bit, and I kind of see the evils of this. I said, as I said, yes, I do understand it's scripted, and I do understand it's for entertainment, but there are other ways you can do this. Like, I really need to know need to know when Kim Kardashian breaks a fingernail. Seriously. Like, I really need to know when Kim Kardashian breaks a fingernail. It's a big thing when a fingernail breaks. I'm pretty sure, but I really don't need to know when she breaks a fingernail. So that's how absurd it is, technically. For those Hollywood producers out there who think I'm not the smartest guy in the world, it's just that people, please get a life and just. Why don't you guys shoot about? Why don't you guys shoot about the people in third world countries that are having trouble getting water, getting the right healthcare, nutrition, and all this other stuff, trying to help them actually take out their government, learn how to start over and actually take out their government and actually start over anew. That'd be a great thing too, because that'd be a nice TV show. Because that'd be a nice TV show slash thing. People can actually learn that there's hope in the world, and that sort of thing. And I just think TV would be better suited to something like that. So instead of all this talking pony show drama that we have right now, it's good for making money, but it's not but it's not what I consider entertainment. But it's not what I consider the greatest, but it's entertainment nonetheless. So, don't worry, I don't hate all TV. I do like educational TV. I like Discovery Channel, National Geographic, the car shows that I have, the car shows that I can learn about cars because I'm a big car nut. Anime TV shows, which I know some people will make at, and everything else. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, that's enough from me. This has been about 25 minutes. This is a half an hour episode. So as usual, everybody, long live America, God bless America, long live democracy, long live our freedoms and our rights, and amen to my grandparents' spirits and my grandmother's spirit. Pray for Tom, Megan, and April, pray for their souls. Thank you for tuning in to another episode here at the Massachusetts Central Radio Show. Tune in next time for Monday's episode. Thank you, folks, men and women and children of all ages, and people of all ages, individuals of all ages. Let me get that right. This ends the broadcast for today. I will see you guys in the next episode for episode 18 on Monday, the 21st. Peace out, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't go away, folks.